Oh, welcome back to the channel, guys. I know you want to know how my 20 weeks went at the hospital. Just give me a second. I gotta get the coffee ready and stuff. But we're gonna talk about it definitely. It's done. First of all, welcome back to the channel. MURICMONTEZ, travel nursing experience with the 20 weeks that I did. Let's get into it. It wasn't 20 weeks all at one time. It was 12 weeks first, and then I was given the decision to extend, and so I extended for 8 more weeks, 3 days a week, and it was pretty cool because I was able to pick the days that I wanted to work. And so I started off doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I went to Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because the place was like an hour and 50 minutes away. And so instead of me just driving every day, I chose to have a day in between so that way I could come home to my family, get some rest, be off that day, and then go back the next day to work. So it balanced out for me. The second contract, which I did, was 8 weeks, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, I can drive an hour and 50 minutes twice in a row. If I'm doing 3 in a row back to back, then I gotta stay somewhere. I gotta stay in one of the hotels, which I did that some of the weeks that I would work, because I would pick up an extra shift and do like a Monday through Wednesday, and I would stay nearby. But this time I did Tuesday, Wednesday, so that way I did Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, so that way I could have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off back to back. So that was pretty good. I learned a lot of things. I got better at starting IVs. I did. I got better with working with the IV machines. That was my favorite skill to hone in on, was IVs, because I'm almost addicted to doing those. Like, I'm almost addicted to looking at IVs, to looking at veins and trying to see how I need to go in, which route I need to take. And so that was my funnest thing to do there, which was starting IVs. Granted, I'm still there, PRN, but not contract. But yeah, I have to say hands down, starting IVs and getting the IV machines going up and running with the IV bags, normal saline, whatever's ordered for that particular patient, was definitely the highlight of my day when things like that was ordered. Now, initially, I was a little nervous because it's not always easy to get into somebody's vein and not blow it. You know, to get in somebody's skin and miss the vein. So now you got to pull the needle back out and start all over again if the patient will let you. So definitely tricky, but definitely something I enjoyed. The computer system was a little difficult. It wasn't as easy. However, it was similar to other places that I've worked. Similar, because in terms of getting to the MAR and then looking at all the medications, PRN, schedule, what's due, what's late, all that made sense. And then looking at the wound care, all that made sense. And then looking at the new orders, all that made sense. The difficult thing for me was just putting orders in the computer, especially when I know that we have a pharmacist and a doctor, they both know how to do it. However, the problem was, if I work a weekend shift and the doctor writes an order, I don't know how to put it in, that's gonna cause a delay on a patient getting the needed medication. And what if that patient is in a critical state? Now we have a problem. So yeah, I had to learn how to do that. I didn't really get good at it until I picked up my second contract with that hospital. That's when I actually started getting good at putting in orders. And then from then on, it just kind of ran smoothly for me. I had to get to know the people. I had to get to know the different positions that people held. I had to get to know where everything was. I don't know everybody, but I know where to go when I need to get something done, right? I know who to ask when I need to get something done. Like, I might not know them, but I know what they do. So I know who to ask what, if that makes sense. The people are really great people. The charge nurses, the head honchos, awesome people. Like, if you know me on a personal level and you know who I'm talking about, these people are great, in my opinion, hands down. Definitely somewhere I could be for the next year or two. Like, I would see no issues with that. I would just probably start staying a lot more often, so I don't have to do that long drive. But yeah, I had no regrets with the people. The people were great. They're really good with working together, like working with each other. Let's say that. Very good with people skills, and that always comes into play. That's always a handy thing to do. Now, if you watched my previous video, I kind of told you how to break down contracts and how to break down your hourly rates, and how things work. So I won't go into that part because this video is meant to be short, but all in all, a really good experience. My toughest challenge was an IV, actually. Couldn't find it because the patient was dehydrated. So it took a couple people before we can actually get that in there, get the IV in there, because of the complexity of her situation. Made it very difficult. Like, you had to really be that skilled individual in order to get that in. And, you know, like I said, I'm still working on that part. Like, I'm good at it, but not the best. I don't want to be the best. I want to continue to work to be better, right? Because if I'm the best, but then that means there's no more room for improvement. So my whole idea was to continue to become better. So we eventually did get that IV in there. No matter, even if it was difficult, it was enough of us there, enough minds working to get it done. So we eventually did get it done, started the fluids that we needed to start, and helped that patient to turn around. So that was great. No deaths, thank goodness. No deaths on me. Actually, no deaths if I'm not mistaken, while I was there, none at all. Because when I first got there, COVID was really heavy, like really heavy. They still have a unit section out for COVID, but since I've been after the initial wave of COVID, haven't had any yet. Because I know for sure it's not over. However, everyone that comes in direct admit or what have you, they get tested. So they still take the necessary precautions, which is great. Plenty of gowns, plenty of goggles for eye protection, face shields they provide, N95 mask they provide, which is wonderful, because in different states, you know that equipment is scarce. And you know, at the particular places I'm going right now, COVID is not that heavy, but in the northern states, you know, it's still pretty rampant. So up there, I'm pretty sure they're running out of equipment. So I'm very thankful, I would say, to work in a facility that provides those things, because it's important that not only are the patients taken care of, but I feel like the workers should also be taken care of. And they do a pretty good job of doing that. I don't have any issues with that. And to be honest with you, I don't have any issues with it at all. Like, I have a really good experience there. Got to know some really good people. Got to do some really cool things. Got to get to know some doctors. I've learned how to work with new doctors. I've learned how to work with the new computer system that they have. I've learned their policies. And that's one of the things that you're gonna have to do when you travel nurse. You're gonna experience new people. You're gonna experience a new environment, new policies, a new way of doing things. You're gonna pick up on new skills, so you have to be like a sponge. And that's what you have to become if you want to be a travel nurse. You have to be a sponge. You gotta soak it up quick. Because if you don't, well, then you might not be able to last in that contract. You know, the facility has the ability to end your contract, and you don't want that to happen. What you want to do is be so good, or just, you know, be such of a good of a hard worker, or be so good of a hard worker that they want you to extend. And that's really the key, especially if you're looking for continuity of, you know, a schedule, or consistency of an ongoing schedule, or ongoing paycheck, you know, to pay the bills. You gotta work hard, and you gotta learn quick. But yeah, I had a very enjoyable experience. Like I said, in January, we're gonna probably pick up some more contracts. Right now, I'm PRN. If you want a video about what I'm doing next, I'll do that. I know I did one about possibly going to NASCAR. Well, that's still up in the air, but I am gonna do another contract. That's a given. Sorry, man. Sorry, January. That's true. But I'm saying, like, if you want to know what PRN units and things that I'm working on, I can let you in on that. And also, just a note to you guys, I'm trying to hone in on my skills, on my YouTube skills, on my camera skills, on my photo skills, because what I want to do eventually is maybe turn this into a business. You know, that's the goal. I think that's everybody's goal that starts on YouTube. They want to eventually scale up, you know, grow to where they can do this, you know, maybe full time. I would still work though, definitely still work, because I love what I do. I love being a nurse. I love the challenge. I love helping people. I love changing, making a difference in people's lives. And I hope that this YouTube channel is actually making a difference in people's lives. And if it's not, well, then you give me ideas on how I can do so in future videos. Now, if you didn't know, started a TikTok. Actually, I've been had one, but I've just started actually posting on a regular basis. So the TikTok's name, if you want to find me on that, Marquise J121. All right, and so I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm trying to get to 1K. I'm at, I think, 700, 800 followers. You guys can help me do that. It's a lot easier to grow on TikTok because I feel like YouTube makes it hard. It's tough to get into YouTube's algorithm. So you just have to keep posting until you find your groove or you find what works for you. And I found my niche. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's grind216. And that's it. See you in the next video.